In this video, we're taking a nostalgic journey back to the beloved sitcom Cheers, 1982 to 1993, a show that captured the hearts of millions and became an essential part of TV history. With its memorable characters and unforgettable moments, the talented cast made Cheers a comedy landmark for an entire generation. But where are they now? Join us as we catch up with them 41 years later, revealing their real names, ages, and some surprising behind-the-scenes stories since leaving the Cheers bar. 1. Ted Danson played Sam Malone at the age of 48. Ted Danson didn't just play Sam Malone, he was Sam Malone. The smooth-talking, ex-baseball player-turned-bar owner wasn't just the heart of Cheers, he was the guy everyone wished they could grab a drink with. With his effortless charm, quick wit, and just the right amount of swagger, Sam had audiences hooked from the very first episode. But Danson's journey to TV icon didn't happen overnight. Born on December 29, 1947, he spent years taking smaller roles in films like The Onion Field, 1978, and Body Heat, 1981, before Cheers changed everything. The role didn't just make him a household name, it made him a legend, earning him 2 Primetime Emmys and 2 Golden Globes. But unlike many actors who fade after one iconic character, Danson only got better with time. From forensic drama in CSI Crime Scene Investigation to existential comedy in The Good Place, he kept surprising audiences. Now 78, he's still at it, whether bringing laughs in Mr. Mayor or delivering heartfelt moments on screen. Decades after Cheers, Ted Danson remains exactly what he's always been, endlessly watchable. 2. Rhea Perlman played Carla Tortelli at the age of 34. Rhea Perlman had a gift, not just for comedy, but for creating characters that stuck with you. As Carla Tortelli, the tough, sharp-tongued waitress at Cheers, she could fire off an insult just as fast as she could balance a tray of drinks. But beneath that no-nonsense exterior was a woman with a big heart, and Perlman made sure audiences saw every layer. Born on March 31, 1948, she didn't find fame overnight. She started in theater, sharpening her skills before breaking into TV and film. Then Cheers came along, and everything changed. Over 11 seasons, she earned 10 Emmy nominations and won 4, proof that she could hold her own in a cast of comedy legends. And she didn't stop there. As the delightfully over-the-top Mrs. Wormwood in Matilda, 1996, she introduced her humor to a whole new generation. Now 77, Perlman is still bringing her signature wit to the screen, from The Sessions, 2012, to a fun cameo in Barbie, 2023. Off-screen, she's found just as much joy in family, raising 3 kids with ex-husband Danny DeVito and embracing life as a grandmother. Decades later, one thing remains the same. When Rhea Perlman's on screen, you watch. 3. George Wendt played Norm Peterson at the age of 34. Some actors play lovable characters. George Wendt was one. As Norm Peterson, the easygoing, beer-loving regular at Cheers, he felt like an old friend from the moment he walked through the door. With his signature dry wit and a seat that was always waiting for him at the bar, Norm wasn't just another customer. He was part of the place. Wendt's down-to-earth charm and flawless comedic timing made him one of the most beloved sitcom characters of all time, earning him 6 consecutive Emmy nominations. Born on October 17, 1948, Wendt started on stage before finding his way to TV and film. But Cheers changed everything. After the show, he took a shot at his own sitcom, The George Wendt Show, 1995, though it was short-lived. Still, he kept the laughs coming with roles in Spice World, 1997, and Sandy Wexler, 2017, proving his comedy never lost its touch. Now 76, Wendt stays mostly out of the spotlight, but his impact on television is undeniable. Norm wasn't just a role, he was the kind of guy you felt like you knew. and that's the magic Went brought to every scene. 4. John Ratzenberger played Cliff Clavin at the age of 35. Before Cheers, John Ratzenberger was just another actor looking for his big break. But when he walked into his audition, he did something unexpected. He pitched a character. There was no mailman in the script, but Ratzenberger suggested one, a guy who always had a fact, or thought he did, for every situation. That quick thinking gave the world Cliff Clavin, the lovable know-it-all who could turn even the simplest conversation into a history lesson. What could have been a background role became one of TV's most iconic characters, earning Ratzenberger 2 Emmy nominations. Born on April 6, 1947, Ratzenberger took an unconventional path to Hollywood, spending years in London acting and writing before returning to the U.S. But his career didn't stop at the bar. He became Pixar's secret weapon, voicing unforgettable characters like Ham in Toy Story, 1995, the abominable snowman in Monsters, Inc.'s 2001, and Mac in Cars, 2006. For years, he was Pixar's lucky charm, appearing in their first 20 films. Though that tradition quietly faded, his voice remains woven into the fabric of animation history. Now 78, Ratzenberger's legacy stretches far beyond Cheers. Thanks to his work with Pixar, he's the third highest-grossing actor of all time. A fun fact Cliff Clavin himself would definitely bring up. 5. Shelley Long as Diane Chambers at the age of 33. Shelley Long didn't just play Diane Chambers, she became her. Sharp, sophisticated, and just the right amount of quirky, Diane brought a unique charm to Cheers, whether she was exchanging witty banter with Sam Malone or finding herself in yet another awkward situation. Her complicated on-again, off-again romance with Sam was a key ingredient in the show's success, but it was Long's impeccable comedic timing and undeniable warmth that made Diane unforgettable. Born on August 23, 1949, in Fort Wayne, Indiana, Long was already making a name for herself in TV and film before Cheers changed everything. The role earned her 5 Emmy nominations, a win for Outstanding Lead Actress in 1983, and 2 Golden Globes. But after 5 seasons, she made the surprising decision to leave, a move that shocked fans and even her co-star Ted Danson. While there was rumored tension on set, Danson never doubted her talent. Long's decision wasn't just about Hollywood. She wanted to focus on family and explore new opportunities, starring in films like The Money Pit, 1986, and Troop Beverly Hills, 1989. Now 75, Long has continued to leave her mark, from her hilarious turn as Dee Dee Pritchett on Modern Family to countless other roles. And while she may have walked away from Cheers, one thing is certain. Diane Chambers will always be one of TV's most iconic characters. 6. Kirstie Alley played Rebecca Howe at the age of 36. Stepping into Cheers after Shelley Long's departure was no easy task, but Kirstie Alley didn't just take over. She transformed the show. As Rebecca Howe, she was ambitious, unpredictable, and hilariously vulnerable, always trying to keep things under control while chaos swirled around her. Whether awkwardly flirting with Sam Malone or desperately chasing success, Kirstie played Rebecca with a perfect balance of comedy and heart. She wasn't just a replacement, she was a revelation. Her performance earned her an Emmy and a Golden Globe, proving she had carved out her own place in TV history. Born on January 12, 1951, Kirstie's rise to fame was anything but ordinary. She first caught Hollywood's attention as Saavik in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, 1982. But Cheers launched her into stardom. From there, she became a box office favorite, leading the hit Look Who's Talking films as Molly Jensen, a single mom navigating life with humor and charm. But with fame came its share of challenges, public scrutiny over her weight, personal struggles, and career highs and lows. Through it all, she never lost her signature wit or fearless personality. In 2022, Kirsty was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. She passed away on December 5th at the age of 71, leaving behind a legacy of laughter, talent, and undeniable star power. Her loss was deeply felt, but her impact remains. From sitcoms to the big screen, Kirstie Alley made sure we'd never forget her. 7. Kelsey Grammer played Dr. Frasier Crane at the age of 29. From the moment he walked into Cheers, Frasier Crane was impossible to ignore. He was the sophisticated yet slightly pompous psychiatrist, always ready to offer unsolicited advice, often with hilarious results. Beneath his intellectual arrogance was a vulnerable, self-absorbed, but ultimately lovable guy. That mix made him one of TV's most unforgettable characters, earning Kelsey Grammer multiple Emmy and Golden Globe awards. Born on February 21, 1955, Kelsey had a long road to stardom. After studying at Juilliard and performing at the Old Globe Theater, he carved out a name for himself on stage before breaking into television. But Cheers changed everything. Frasier was supposed to be a supporting character, but fans loved him so much that he got his own spin-off, Frasier, 1993 to 2004. The show ran for an incredible 11 seasons, proving Kelsey was more than just a sitcom star. He was a TV icon. Beyond Frasier, Kelsey took on a wide range of roles, from playing Beast in X-Men, The Last Stand, 2006, to leading comedies like Down Periscope, 1996, and political dramas like Boss, 2011 to 2012, where he won a Golden Globe for his intense portrayal of a corrupt mayor. But his journey wasn't always smooth. He faced personal struggles, including addiction and tragic losses, challenges that sometimes impacted his career. Still, he was open about his battles and found a way to come out stronger. Now, at 70, Kelsey is back as Dr. Frasier Crane in the Frasier revival, proving that great characters and great actors never fade. His talent, resilience, and ability to reinvent himself continue to make him a force in Hollywood. 8. Woody Harrelson played Woody Boyd at the age of 24. When Cheers introduced a new bartender, no one expected him to steal the show, but Woody Boyd did just that. Sweet, naive, and endlessly good-natured, he quickly became the heart of the bar, bringing small-town charm and wide-eyed humor to balance out the sharper personalities around him. Fans loved him, and Woody Harrelson's effortless performance earned him a Primetime Emmy, turning what could have been a simple role into one of the most beloved characters on TV. Born on July 23, 1961, Harrelson didn't rocket to fame overnight. Before Cheers, he had a few small roles, but stepping into Woody Boyd's shoes changed everything. When the series ended in 1993, he set out to prove he was more than just a sitcom star. He brought his signature comedic energy to White Men Can't Jump, 1992, then stunned audiences with his intense portrayal of Larry Flynt in The People vs. Larry Flynt, 1996, earning an Oscar nomination for Best Actor at just 35. Now 63, Harrelson is still one of Hollywood's most versatile actors. From action-packed hits like Venom, Let There Be Carnage, 2021, to gripping TV dramas like White House Plumbers, 2023, he continues to evolve, surprise, and remind audiences that Woody Boyd was just the beginning. 9. Philip Perlman played Phil at the age of 63. Phil was the kind of guy you could always count on for a snarky remark and a perfectly timed eye roll. He wasn't the wildest character at Cheers, but his dry wit and no-nonsense attitude made him a fan favorite. Whether he was cutting through the chaos with a sharp one-liner or serving as the comedic foil to the bar's more upbeat personalities, Phil always brought a little extra charm to the scene. Born on August 15, 1919 in Poland, Philip Perlman didn't take the traditional path to Hollywood. He spent years in the toy business before making the surprising leap into acting later in life. While he had a few small roles before Cheers, it was his time on the show, appearing in 142 episodes, that truly made him a familiar face. His daughter, Rhea Perlman, played Carla Tortelli, adding an extra layer of real-life connection to their on-screen world. But Cheers was just one part of his journey. Perlman went on to appear in films like Throw Mama from the Train, 1987, and Man on the Moon, 1999. Many of these projects featured his son-in-law, Danny DeVito, proving that show business really did run in the family. Philip Perlman passed away on April 29, 2015, at the age of 95, leaving behind not just a long list of roles, but a legacy of laughter. He may not have been the loudest voice in the room, but his presence was always felt, and his dry humor still lingers in the memories of Cheers fans everywhere. 10th. Bebe Neuwirth played Dr. Lilith Sternin at the age of 27. From the moment Bebe Neuwirth stepped onto the Cheers set as Frasier Crane's sophisticated, razor-sharp wife, she was impossible to ignore. With her deadpan humor and icy but intelligent charm, Lilith quickly became one of the show's most unforgettable characters. This role helped Neuwirth earn 2 Primetime Emmy Awards and solidify Lilith's place in sitcom history. Born on December 31, 1958 in New Jersey, Neuwirth grew up passionate about dance and theater. Television wasn't exactly on her radar when she auditioned for Cheers, but her standout performance changed everything. The writers saw something special in her, expanding Lilith's role and weaving her into the heart of the series. By the later seasons, Neuwirth had earned star billing, proof of just how much she had made the character her own. But Cheers was just one chapter in an impressive career. Neuwirth found equal success on Broadway, winning 2 Tony Awards, one for Sweet Charity, 1986, and another for her iconic turn as Velma Kelly in Chicago, 1996. Now, at 66, Bebe Neuwirth is still a powerhouse. Whether on stage or screen, she continues to prove that talent and versatility never go out of style. 11. Nicholas Colasanto played Ernie Coach Pantusso at the age of 58. Coach, with his quirky charm and big heart, had a way of turning every moment into one filled with warmth, laughter, and sincerity. Whether he was offering hilariously misguided advice or just being his lovable self, he felt like the soul of Cheers, someone you'd want to grab a beer with at the bar. Nicholas Colasanto brought him to life with such effortless charm that Coach became one of the show's most beloved characters. Born on January 19, 1924, in Providence, Rhode Island, Colasanto's path to stardom wasn't exactly smooth. A decorated World War II veteran, he tried his hand at different careers before pursuing acting, a dream that hit an early roadblock when he was turned away from the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. But that didn't stop him. He started in small theater productions, slowly working his way up. Before long, he was landing roles in films like Fat City, 1972, and Family Plot, 1976, while also making his mark as a director on hit TV shows like Starsky and Hutch and Hawaii Five-0. By the time he was cast as Coach in Cheers, he was in his late 50s, proving that persistence pays off. But life wasn't always easy for Colasanto. In the mid-1970s, he struggled with heart disease and alcoholism. Determined to turn things around, he joined Alcoholics Anonymous and found a new sense of purpose, just in time for Cheers to come into his life. Playing Coach was the role of a lifetime, but as his health declined, filming became more and more difficult. Sadly, on February 12, 1985, he passed away at the age of 61, leaving behind a legacy of warmth, humor, and one unforgettable character. 12. Paul Wilson played Paul Krapence at the age of 35. If you remember Cheers, 1982 to 1993, you probably recall Paul Krapence, the delightfully awkward bar regular with a knack for making conversations hilariously uncomfortable. Played by Paul Wilson, Paul was the guy who always had a story to tell, whether people wanted to hear it or not. At 35, Wilson took on the role and gave it just the right mix of charm and cringe, making Paul an oddly lovable presence at the bar. Born and raised in San Francisco, Wilson's path to TV started at Reed College in Portland, Oregon, where he fell in love with improvisational theater. That passion led him to guest spots on shows like Laverne and Shirley, Full House, and Curb Your Enthusiasm, proving his comedic chops along the way. But it was his scene-stealing role in Office Space, 1999, that truly cemented his status in comedy. Now, at 61, Paul Wilson's career is a testament to his range and comedic skill. Whether on screen or behind the mic, he has a gift for turning even the most awkward moments into something unforgettable. 13. Jackie Swanson played Kelly Gaines at the age of 26. Jackie Swanson has a way of bringing warmth and charm to every role she plays, and her turn as Kelly Gaines on Cheers, 1982 to 1993, was no exception. As Woody Boyd's wealthy but sweetly naive girlfriend, Kelly was the kind of character you couldn't help but root for, graceful, well-meaning, and just a little oblivious. Swanson made her more than just a spoiled rich girl. She gave Kelly heart, turning her into a fan favorite until the show wrapped in 1993. Born on June 25, 1963, Swanson's big break actually came before Cheers. In 1985, she appeared in Prince's Raspberry Beret music video, the girl who hands him his guitar in the opening shot. The two became good friends, and Prince even wrote a song for her called Palomino Pleasure Ride. A few years later, she took on a more dramatic role in Lethal Weapon, 1987, as Amanda Hunsaker, whose tragic fall sets the movie's action in motion. She also made waves in the fashion world, modeling for Ralph Lauren and starring in national commercials for brands like Toyota and Orville Redenbacher. Whether in film, TV, or modeling, Swanson's versatility made her a standout. Today, she is 62 years old and may not be in the spotlight as much, but her presence in entertainment is still felt. With a mix of talent, kindness, and authenticity, Jackie Swanson remains a name worth remembering. 14. Roger Rees played Robin Colcord at the age of 45. Roger Rees lit up Cheers as Robin Colcord, the charming yet sly businessman who swept Rebecca Howe off her feet, sometimes literally. Whether he was scheming or romancing, Rees brought the perfect mix of wit and warmth, making Robin both frustrating and irresistibly likable. Born on May 5, 1944 in Aberystwyth, Wales, Rees first made his mark in theater. He won both a Tony and an Olivier Award for his performance in The Life and Adventures of Nicholas Nickleby, proving his brilliance on stage. But his talents weren't limited to theater. He made waves on TV as well, playing the eccentric Lord John Marbury on The West Wing and earning laughs in Robin Hood, Men in Tights. No matter the role, Rees had a way of making his characters unforgettable. Sadly, he passed away on July 10, 2015, at the age of 71. Though he's gone, his legacy lives on in the characters he brought to life and the stories he helped tell, making him a true legend in both television and theater. And that's a wrap on the Cheers cast. Then and now. It's incredible to see how much has changed over 41 years. Yet the legacy of this iconic show continues to bring smiles to new generations. Which character from Cheers is your all-time favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss more nostalgic trips like this one. Thanks for watching, and here's to raising a glass to great TV memories.